California, and showing you the aerials right now of the city hall. Right there is more water gushing from there. Well, you just saw her take part in the Caltech news conference, and now Susan Huff from the USGS joins us live here on Live Now from Fox. Susan, thanks so much for jumping on. I know you've been very busy this last 90 minutes, so we appreciate it.
Sure, I'm happy to speak with you.
All right, so explain to us, we've been listening to some of the people talk that are on the ground there that felt this. Tell us why they are saying that this 4.4 felt like it was a bigger one than it was.
Well, some 4.4s actually do generate stronger shaking than others. That gets into some real details about seismology. But the biggest issue was that there were a whole lot of people that were very close to this earthquake. It was centered in Highland Park, which is it's a part of Los Angeles. It was widely felt out to about 100 miles, and there are millions of people within that 100-mile radius. So people sometimes talk about rollers versus shakers. If people felt the magnitude 5 that was up near Bakersfield, the energy sort of hits the LA basin. It's like a bathtub sloshing around. That kind of earthquake might be a roller. If you're sitting right on top of a 4.4, that's going to be a shaker. You're really going to feel the energy from the fault.
And I think a lot of people, obviously, when they hear of an earthquake, they always think about, okay, what about the aftershocks? What will this typically look like for the residents there in Southern California?
So if this is a typical 4.4, it might have one aftershock as big as 3.5 on average, and then a number of 2s and aftershocks that are too small to even be felt. There is always a chance with an earthquake in California, it's about 1 in 20, that something bigger is going to happen within the next few days. So that's a small chance, but it's a significantly bigger chance than before this earthquake happens. Earthquakes bump up the probability of having more earthquakes. So it's not something to be alarmed about. 1 in 20 is a small chance, but this is the time for people to be on their toes and to think about the kind of preparedness steps that they really should be taking if you live in earthquake country.
Now, is it too early to know what fault this was, and how long maybe does that take to determine?
Yeah, it really is too early. 4.4 is quite small. It was close to the Puente Hills Fault, which is one of the larger fault zones in the area. But at 4.4, it's so small that it easily could have been on one of the many, many, many secondary faults that we have in this area. So it's going to take more analysis to try to figure out which fault it was on. And it may not have been on a major named fault.
And then lastly, for people that definitely felt this and experienced this, it's always an opportunity for them to be more alert the next time and have maybe a plan. What is the best thing for people to do to have this plan for themselves when they feel the next one that is coming?
Yeah, that's a great point. All of these earthquakes that you feel are reminders that we need to be prepared, especially if you live in California. There's steps that you can take around your home, around your workplace, to bolt things to the wall, to have water, have food, medication on hand. If you feel strong shaking, the guidance is drop, cover, and hold on. And so if you can get under a desk or a heavy table, do that. If you can't, drop, cover your head. If you're disabled, if you can duck and protect your head as best you can, that's the best protective action. It's instinctive to try to run. It's a bad idea. That's a way to get yourself hurt.
Yeah, that's so true, and all great points there. Susan Huff, thanks so much for joining us on Live Now from Fox, giving us some great insight to what so many felt there in Southern California today. We appreciate it.
Glad to be with you.
You take care. And we